my insanely messy kitchen. Please ignore. We are going car camping this weekend. And by we, I mean you and me, because this is a little solo mini trip just for like a long weekend. It's Friday. Haven't gone car camping since last summer, and it was really fun, and I just miss being up north. I'm not gonna go to North Shore, which is what I've done many times before. I'm gonna go kind of central Minnesota. I'm gonna visit one of my friends, but I wanted to be leaving like 3 hours ago. It's 11 a.m. So we kind of gotta get this show on the road. Now, as always, an important part of any trip is bringing the right clothes, especially for a car camping trip. I'm gonna be up north. I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot of hiking. It's important to have the right athletic clothing, and for me that is G4 Free clothing. They are so versatile, so comfortable. They can be used for lounging or for like regular athletic wear, so that's definitely going to be some things that I'm bringing on this trip. This tank top has a built-in bra. It's super comfortable, comes in many colors. These are just some of the pants. They really have a lot of good different style pants, really athletic, all have good size pockets. They have more loose legged designs. They also have work style pants, so these are just a little bit more fitted like work pants. All the pants I have are in a 31-inch inseam, and they also have a 33 and a 29. So if you're a tall girl like me, you can absolutely find some good pants that work really nicely. They're just so comfortable. They don't even feel like I'm wearing work pants. They also have a lot of other styles like these shorts. These I believe are 3-inch inseam. They do have pockets because I refuse to get athletic shorts that don't have pockets. Then I also have a blue pair that are the same, but I believe they are the 5-inch ones, and they are so comfortable. They also have tops, cropped thin running tops that still keep you warm or cool depending on what you want. They have the thumb holes, which are perfect. So I'll have all of these linked down below, all the different pants, the tops, the shorts, all of the above, because truly they are so comfortable, and I have so many of their pieces. You can use my code G4Free10, I believe, for 10% off of your order. I have gathered a lot of stuff already, pretty much all of it, honestly. The 2 bags I'm gonna be using mainly for this trip are these 2 bags from BagSmart. They are phenomenal. I have used them on many trips. This one I used for my entire backpacking New Zealand and Australia trip. So this is gonna be like all my stuff, and this is gonna be all my clothes. I'll have both of these linked down below because you should absolutely purchase them. Did I overpack for 3 days? Yeah. Do I care? No, because I just want to like get going. I want to be in the woods. I did not film packing up the van because honestly I didn't care to. I just wanted to get on the road so badly. It actually doesn't take that long to get up there. It's only like an hour and a half. So just like a mini road trip. So nice outside. We are going to a state park first. We're gonna have a jam session. I have been listening to the runarounds like non-stop. An Amazon Prime TV show about a band, but they're like actually a band. And they're so good. Like all of the sets that they played on the show, they played live. They wrote all the songs. I'm going to be jamming out to that. Let's have a road trip. Will we survive? Get a good lawyer. I know you don't want to stay out. Talk to me, Okay, so I just arrived to Kathio State Park, Mille Kathio State Park, which is not where I'm actually camping. I'm camping at Father Hennepin State Park, very near each other, both on Lake Mille. Kathio is very historical. It's beautiful. It's got a lot of trails, and it's also got a lot of native history and cultural aspects to it. There's a lot of like historical sites on it. Since it's beautiful today, kind of hike around Kathio today, do the historical sites. Right now I am walking to the fire observation tower thing. I did not realize it was gonna be, I mean, I know that's what fire towers look like. That's just like basically almost a ladder. There she is, that's like Mille. Driving through this park. There's like a historical trail. It's like a mile loop that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be listening to Noah Kahan the entire time. Obviously I can't have that on in the background for, you know, copyright issues. I don't have money to do that, but just imagine I'm driving through all of this and it's Noah Kahan. Picture that, envision that, absolutely know that that's going to like astral project me. Beautiful scenery, woods, no con. I'm ready. I'm so ready. Of markers in this area talking about like the history of the natives in the area. So like this area specifically, there's 9,000 years of recorded history or like evidence of people living here. Various native peoples, especially like the Ojibwe and the Dakota. It's so cool. Like this is an archaeological site. There it is. This is a historic landmark trail, and this specific area is like super historical because it is the meeting of European explorers and Dakota villagers in the 1600s. And this area is also like the prehistoric homeland of the Dakota and historic homeland of the Mille band of the Ojibwe Nation. So like there's a lot going on here. So this trail is along native burial grounds. Like there's all sorts of native mounds, which is how natives in Minnesota, kind of this upper Midwest portion, really tended to bury their dead basically. Apparently this part used to be a campground, but then they realized that there is basically a cemetery, and they're like, okay, so let's move the campground. And so now I'm questioning every little bump or hill, which is super cool. I am a big fan of cemeteries. I go in cemeteries very frequently, especially in like other countries and places like that. This is so cool and wild to think about. So this whole area behind me, this is where there used to be summer houses for the Dakota. The Dakota lived here literally on this piece of land right here 1,500 years ago, up until about like the 1700s, and then the Ojibwe kind of moved in and lived here for a while. Like it's just wild to think about. It's so wild, like literally right where I'm standing right now. The sheer amount of wildlife, and can you hear? There's constantly the noise of waterfowl, water birds everywhere. You look out into like the lake and the marshy area, and it's just like covered. There's so many different types of birds. The wildlife is just so present, and it's so beautiful and it's so refreshing. Like I could just listen to the birds all day. Also, you would not believe the number of great, like huge herons that I've seen. Oh my god, a bird landed right there. Oh, it's phenomenal. I love it. I just need everyone to know that if I manage to get this going on the first try, everybody clap, okay? We might have succeeded. That was take 2. Hopefully it stays. Also, I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression that I'm just like doing a fire from scratch. Bought the firewood. I have all these different like fire starter paste and little sticks and all these like special things that are actually Daniel's, my brother's, which he so graciously lets me use when I go camping because he doesn't use it so much anymore. That looks pretty good. That actually looks really good. I bet you're wondering what I'm gonna have for dinner. That is a great question. I actually have multiple options that I could have. Here's my big cooler full of food. I just got a ice top up. We have carrots. I should just have some. I didn't have any for lunch. Ooh, I have grapes too. These are the best grapes I've literally ever had in my life. I do not say that casually. Something just fell on my foot. That's good. Listen to this. Ooh, the chocolate for s'mores. Can't have a campfire without that. Also, this is literally a gallon-sized bag of many different kinds of cheeses. I've already had 2 or 3 things of cheese today. I keep getting distracted. I could make pasta. This is actually my Woolworths bag that I got in New Zealand, when I was backpacking earlier this year with my friend Sophie. You should watch those vlogs. I just realized that I have this stuff that I can make a grilled cheese, but what I have been craving all day is a campfire quesadilla. You just put the quesadilla right on the fire grate. Plate from Hawaii. What happened to my fire? What happened to my fire? Hold on. Anyway, she's going again. I readjusted the wood. That was a little scary. Please don't burn to a crisp. Also, for anybody who knows me really well, Yes, I did bring a thing of milk. Ooh, that's a little crispier than I was hoping for. I had to add an extra log. It was getting warm and soft, but not crispy, and I want it crispy. So add another one. Fire's getting hotter. All right, well, I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. But I already had some. It's really good, by the way. Wow. I literally just got chills down my legs. It's officially s'mores time. If you think I'm making any less than like 3 s'mores, you are so very wrong. This one's broken. Good start. It's kind of going down. 1 moment. Did I just burn myself? It looks a little red. Maybe just chocolate for the road. That looks so good. Wow. All right, I'm gonna go make like 3 more of these.
I know it's super loud in here. I am currently at war with a spider in the showers. Really big spider. I thought it was dead, and then I came out of the shower and it was not in the same place anymore. And the issue is that it keeps trying to go towards my clothes, which is not good. I keep throwing water at it. Anyway, that's how that's going.
Good morning from inside my van. This is not a van. This is the most perfect Minnesota weather weekend. It's, first of all, it's so nice outside. Second of all, I was like perfect temperature all night. That never happens while car camping. I'm shocked, actually. Even like right now, it's like 9:30. I should have been up a while ago, but there was no need to because I wasn't hot. I have like, look at my blanket situation. I actually have like fleece sheets, big blanket, other blanket, and this was like perfect. Could not have picked better weather for this weekend. All right, so we are getting on our way. So I think today is going to be do a loop around Lake Mille, and then tonight I'm going to go eat dinner with one of my college friends, like literally one of my first college friends. What is the actual road? Here, I think. Wow, this is really pretty. 1 moment. Oh my goodness. Wow. Anyway, we met during freshman orientation. So I've known him for a long time, 8 years. I'm fairly certain I'm going this way. We are going to go have dinner later with his girlfriend. I'm gonna do the lap around Lake Mille and then like head over in that direction a little bit later. So we're gonna be taking the Lake Mille scenic byway all the way around. There's like a circle road all the way around because it's huge. So I just got to the scenic overlook. We just was talking about how Lake Mille is carved out basically from glacial ice. I saw this little trail and there was no sign of like how far the trail went. I just kind of started walking on it. I don't really know where or how far. Oh, there's a big mushroom. I'm just wearing my Birks, which I probably should have changed into like my chacos or something, but I don't really know where I'm going right now. Wants to tell me why this water here is so brown red. What's the deal with that? You can see it on Google Maps. Okay, I was just at the Mille Lacs Indian Museum and Trading Post. This has kind of turned into a learn all about the native communities in this area trip, even though that wasn't really the intention, but obviously this is a big part of this area. It was super cool. They had a really massive exhibit of like all the different housing and what they do throughout all the seasons. Super cool. And then the Trading Post, huge. I want to say gift shop. Yes, obviously there's stuff to buy, but it was like all native everything. And I did in fact get 2 things. One of these birch bark little tray, because in Minnesota especially, native stuff is built with birch bark. I'm going to do this for like my keys and stuff. Right now it just all kind of flies onto my stand by my door, and so I'm going to just have this where I can put all my keys. I also got a little spirit stone. So this one is sodalite, if I'm pronouncing that right, but then it has an eagle on it. The specific rock is for insight, clarity, and intuition. And the one with the eagle on it represents balance, strength, vision, honor, and courage. And I was like, yeah, I could use some of that. I think this will just like sit in my car at all times. We are gonna drive to Brainerd and go hang out with my friend for the evening. Welcome to the inside of my car. I can't really like fully sit up in it, so So it's much later. I'm back at my campsite. I'm about to basically go to sleep. We had a super fun time. My friend was singing in mass. I went up and was in the choir loft with him. It was really fun. He was in choir too, so we did Christmas concerts together. It was just really fun to hear him sing again. Him and his girlfriend and me went to get dinner. We played cribbage. They taught me cribbage because I haven't really played before, I don't think. Chatted for a while. It was just a good time. I came back here, took a shower, and then went to go park in my camping spot, and I backed over the sign that says what campsite I'm at, which, to be fair, the sign is pretty small, and also it's pitch black outside, so I couldn't see it in my windows or in my backup camera or because it just wasn't visible at all. So I did in fact break it. So that's lovely. But then I had saved about half of my wood that I had bought, so I was going to use it tomorrow for lunch, and the wood is gone. I also have new neighbors in the campsite next to me that I didn't yesterday, so I'm just assuming that they took the wood that I had left there at my campsite, at my fire pit, so now I have to go buy new firewood, even though I was gonna have more than enough. So that's really annoying, spectacularly annoying. I need to go to bed. I am tired. Good night, everybody. As promised, going on a walk along, or a hike, a walk, I don't know, somewhere in the middle of it, right along you can see the lake blacks right over there. There's a viewpoint up there, and then further past there is a beach. So I brought my hammock. I already had a meat stick, but I have my breakfast, my backpack as well. So when I get there, I will sit and enjoy my breakfast. I don't know if you could hear that at all. That was a tornado siren. And if you live in Minnesota, you know that tornado sirens happen on the first Wednesday of every month at 1 p.m. Notice how it is not the first Wednesday of the month or 1 p.m. But it didn't keep going, it only let one go through. I'm not sure what I should be taking from that, but that was absolutely a tornado siren. I also just saw a garden snake right on the trail slither into the leaves, which was kind of shocking. Obviously, they're harmless and pretty much the only real kind of snake that we have. I don't really see snakes. The last time I think I saw a garter snake was in my friend's yard a decade ago. And I'm in the woods a lot. I'm very frequently in the middle of the woods. The fact that I still don't see them hardly at all. Anyway, I was gonna come back and make some pasta for lunch here at the campfire, considering I would have to go purchase more firewood. I'm just a little too warm and a little too tired to put the energy into building a fire right now. I would love to, but I also have to be out of here in about 2 hours, which that would be totally doable. It would be fine. The people stealing my firewood really kind of disrupted my plans for today. I think I'm gonna go back home. I would like to have a little time at home before, going to bed and having work in the morning. This has been a really fun, beautiful, look at this. This is beautiful. The weekend has been honestly so great. And I just need to remember to do some car camping more often, and not even just in a campsite, just in random places, because I just enjoy it so much, and it makes me feel connected to myself again. I have a fire pit at my apartment, and so I think tonight I'm gonna make some s'mores over it's like a gas fire pit, but hey, a fire pit is a fire pit. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.